Don't let the tough times be so overwhelming. Learn when it's time to call in the pros. Find out with this real talk about when you should be calling a mental health professional on this episode of the Vibe with Kai podcast. What up, Vibers? It's your boy Kai, and today we have a real talk conversation about something that we all really should be talking about, and that is mental health. I mean, it's my platform, so you shouldn't be surprised. But, here's the deal: we all go through tough times sometimes, right? But sometimes those tough times they become a little overwhelming, right? And we need to have a helping hand. So the question is, when should you consider talking to a mental health professional? Today, we're going to break it down in a way that will keep you positive, hopeful, and inspired. So, first and foremost, a time that you should talk to a mental health professional when you're starting to dread the things you used to love. This one I know I suffer from, right? Whether it's your hobby, a weekly catch up with friends or family, or even your job, when those things start to feel like they're dragging to you, or they're like dragging you through like wet sand, right? To go through all that, I think it's time to call in the pros, right? Another time that you should call in the pros when you're feeling when you're losing sleep, and it's not just because of a scary movie that you just watched, right? If you find yourself at night staring at the ceiling, or one thing I used to do, I still do it sometimes, is I'll look at the ceiling fan on my ceiling, and I'll just watch the blades go by and by and by and by, right? So if you find yourself staring at the ceiling at night, unable to drift off to sleep, it could be a sign that there's something deeper going on inside of your head. Chatting with a pro, a mental health professional, can really ease you back into those sweet, sweet dreams. Another time you should speak with a mental health professional when you're avoiding people more than like the new year, new me squad avoids like the gym. Like those people that make those New Year resolutions, New Year, new me, and then they go for a week and then they avoid the gym at all costs, right? When you start avoiding people that way, you might want to talk to a mental health professional. Now, I'm not saying that that's always going to be the case, right? Because, like, for example, I'm an introvert, and I know a lot of you are introverts as well, and that may not apply to you, right? But if you're ditching plans and you're finding reasons to skip out on social events, or even just avoiding talking to people in general, it might be time to talk with a mental health professional. And I'll tell you why. Sometimes it's not just about the introversion. Sometimes it could be social anxiety rearing its ugly head, which is totally normal, by the way. Or it could be something else. It could be depression. It could be anything else. What's really important is that you go to a mental health professional and you have that conversation, because then you're going to have a better grasp on it. Because if it's something deeper than just introversion, then you're going to need help for that. Another time you should speak with a mental health professional when those feelings of sadness just won't quit. You know, it's normal to feel down or have moments of sadness every now and then, right? But if those feelings are starting to stick around longer than normal, like I'm talking like 2, 3 weeks, right? Talking to a mental health professional can help you find a way to navigate those emotions. I used to avoid this like the plague, right? But I now know that when something's bothering me that much and it's just making me feel that sad for that long, there's something deeper there. Another time you should speak with a mental health professional when you're feeling meh all the time. When you're feeling meh all the time. If you're feeling numb, disconnected, just meh about everything that's going on around you, it could potentially be a sign of depression. Talking with a mental health professional can help you find the ways to manage those feelings and start feeling more like yourself again. Meh. Last but not least, certainly not least, and these are not the only reasons why you should go speak with them, but they're just some that I wanted to point out. But the last one here I want to highlight, you should go speak to a mental health professional when you're constantly stressed out and you're ready to throw in the towel, right? Stress is a normal part of life, but chronic stress, that can contribute to a whole host of mental and physical health issues. So, talking to a mental health professional can help you find the ways to manage your stressors in your life in a more productive and a healthy way. Friends, vibers, listen, there's no shame here. There is no shaming here. Just remember, There's no shame in chatting with a mental health professional. They're trained to help you navigate all of life's curveballs, and we all need someone to talk to that can provide us these tools and this ammunition that we need to go through this journey. So go on, pick up the phone, go on that website, send the form, whatever you need to do, whatever you need to do to go contact that mental health professional. If you're not doing it already, go do it right now. I promise you, it's going to be worth it. Your mental health will thank you for it. With that said, my friends, thank you so much for watching. If you want some resources on how to reach out to mental health professionals, like who to reach out to and things like that, I will include that in the description of this podcast episode. And feel free to share your knowledge too. If you're somebody that goes through therapy, share it with all of us. We'd love to hear your stories behind it. So with that said, if you enjoyed this, make sure that you follow me on all of your favorite social media platforms and go to my website, thevibewithkai.com, and all that jazz. My friends, thank you so much for listening and for watching. As always, much love, good vibes, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.